Godot, 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 Godot. Already done that. Coding the player. So here I tried to make a function to get the walk animation. I try to make a function to get the walk animation if it exists. Right. But then I have an issue. This is a bit weird and funky. So let's first, yeah, let's just get rid of the walk animation function. We get rid of this, get rid of that, can get rid of that, and here, let's just get rid of this. Okay. This should be fine. Animated sprite 2D. Let's just copy this. This should be fine. This is actually pretty cool, man. Okay, this is working. Cool. Yeah, this is done. Preparing for collisions. Okay. Yeah, this is done. Play the scene again. Yes. Common mistake is style name. Animation is wrong. The animation name was not in the code. Word was, yeah, so it's case sensitive. When you use sure the movement is working correctly, add this line to ready so the player will be hidden when the game starts. Okay, preparing for collision. Huh? Ah, così? No, 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 no. Oh, como é que estava?
Estava. Queres meter no chão?
Oh, Stella, mexeste como é que está ao pé da porta?
Mexi.
Oh. Deixa estar. Uh, yeah, yeah.
Tu olhas por onde?
É um conjunto. 82 calorias já. Tá bom. 30 gramas. Quanto pesa um pão?
50.
50 cada um?
Uhum. Mais ou menos que eu te dei agora.
82 já tá bom para o que é. Mas, tipo, não consigo explicar onde é que veio. Tens de começar a ver estas coisas tu. Ok? Depois vais ganhar um sentido se 82 para isto está bom ou não. Espera aí. Mas depois tens que ver isto. Hidratos de carbono tem que ter o menos possível, ok? Se tipo para aqui 30 gramas, só tem 13, tá bom. Se tivesse para 30 gramas, imagina, por 100 gramas deverias ter menos de 50. Aqui, ok? Quer dizer que menos de metade é hidratos de carbono. E proteínas, quanto mais ter melhor. Mas tipo, para 100 gramas menos de 5 não é bom. Did you close the door? No. Okay. If input action, press move up. Okay. Okay, we want player to detect when it's hit by an enemy. Yes, but we haven't made enemies yet. That's okay because we're going to use Godot's signal functionality to make it work. Okay. Signal hits. This defines a custom signal, yep, that we will have our player emit send out when it collides with an enemy. And we have to do to detect the collision. Select the player node and click the node tab. Now we add the collision box. Okay, I guess that's what we're doing. So, child node area 2D. No. Wait, yes. Wait, what? Yeah, node. Custom hit signal is there, yes. So enemies are going to be rigid body 2D nodes. We want the body enter body. Okay, signal. Be emitted when the body contacts the player. Click connect. Connect the signal window appears. Body enter. Connect. Okay, sure. Where was open document? That's good. But wouldn't we want signal window appears? Yes. We'll create a function with the exact name directly in script for you. I need to change the default settings right now. Not the green icon indicating. So I guess I connected to myself. Okay. That the signal is connected to this function. This does not mean the function exists. Only that the signal will attempt to connect to a function without name. Okay. So double check that the spelling of the function matches exactly. Okay. Add this code to the function. On body, enter. We hide the player. Meet the hits. Physics properties and a physics callback. Okay, so when we collide with something, with a body, hide the player. That emits. We emit the hit signal. And then we do what? Must be deferred. Collision shape 2D. Okay. Set deferred. Deferred. What is deferred? What are the options? Ebook color, the translate mode, editor description. I'll check that. And true. What is this? String name. Stable. Variant. Sends value to the given property at the end of the current frame. Disable. True. Oh! Set to call deferred. Must be deferred as we can't change physics properties on a I think I'm starting to understand. Because otherwise, you can't change physics properties on a physics callback. That means, let me check what deferred means. What does deferred mean? Put off. At a later time, postpone. Code. The first statement defers the execution of a function until the surrounding function returns. Defers is the execution of I guess it's the execution of this. Until the surrounding function returns. So it will wait until this function returns, and then it does the third call argument or evaluated immediately, but the function call is next executed until the surrounding function returns. Isn't there like a massive opening for bugs using this? If something is set on the next tick after it's been evaluated, the condition has been evaluated, I guess. All right. He's the player signal is going to be emitted. We need to disable the player's collision so that we don't trigger the hit signal more than one. That makes sense. Disable the player's collision. Oh yeah, because it propagates down, right? So if we hide the play, we are also hiding the collision shape. So it won't. Oh, never mind. We are disabling. Okay, we are disabling it right here. Okay, all right. I'm trying to I'm trying to understand. That makes sense. Okay, we hide the player, need the hit, and then we disable the collision shape 2D. So this is the property we are uh, editing, right? So what else does this have? Properties. Disable. It's right here. Color. One-way collision. One-way collision margin. Okay. Shape. Disable. Set. Disable. Is disable. Getter. Setter. Disable. No effect in the world. Property should be changed with objects that set deferred. Oh yeah, because they're already expecting that if you're going to disable it, you can't change physics properties on a physics callback. I would like to understand why this is the case. We can't change physics properties on a physics callback. But I guess I would have to understand how a physics callback even works in the first place, or the callback at all. Do I do that now? You know what? Must be deferred as we can't change physics. I'm just to do why case callback word was special about a physics callback. Disabling the area's collision shape can cause an error if it happens in the middle of the engine's collision processing. You can set defer tells Godot to wait to disable the shape until it's safe to do so. In the middle of the engine's collision processing. To add a function we can call to reset the player when starting the movie. Yeah, okay, I think func start POS. What is POS? Position POS. Show the play. Show the player, and we re-enable the collision collision shape 2D. That's disabled. What is he complaining about here? Body is never used in the function. Body answer container prefix with underscore body. Will we need to use the body for anything? Not really, there's only one mob, there's only one. Yeah, so I can do that. Cool. We're working. We'll work on the enemy in the next lesson. Check for bugs. Player starts hidden. Because we will need to click starts and everything. Okay. Alright. Let me just comment that out just to test for now. Everything's working fine. Can't get out. Cool. Viewport rect dot size, and then we need to make it dot size gives it these values. Okay. X and Y values. Okay. Creating the enemy. Now it's time to make the enemy. Our player will have to guard. The behavior will not be very complex. Mobs will spawn randomly at the edges of the screen. Choose a random direction and move in a straight line. Okay, we'll create a mob scene, which we can an instance to create any number of independent mobs in the game. So I guess we need to make a scene. Click scene, new scene from the top menu, and add the following nodes: rigid body 2D, animated sprite 2D, collision shape. Visible on screen notifier. But why do we use rigid body 2D here? But for the player, we use an area 2D and then added the collision shape. So they can be selected like you did with the player scene. Control G. Okay. Alright, stop. Scene, new scene. Now we will add a rigid body 2D mob. Call this mob. Oops. And then we need to animate it by 2D. Okay, cool. Collision shape 2D. Visible on screen enabler. Notify 2D. Let me. Rectangular region of 2D space that, when visible on screen, enables a target node. Rectangular region of 2D space and a target node. Enable node process mode property. When any part of this region becomes visible on the screen. It can, for example, be used to activate enemies only when the player approaches them. This is enable. You only want to be notified. Okay. Enable to use the render column code to determine whether it's visible on screen. On this canvas item that visible. Canvas item that visible is set to true. Okay, I don't understand that. Text, yep. We will limit the screen entered signal. Likewise, we limit the screen exited signal. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Drop it. Okay. We're easily control G. Did that. What? Okay. Don't forget, yeah. Well, when I set his gravity scale property in rigid body 2D section to 0 from falling downward. Okay. Rigid body. Oh, I guess that makes sense for you to be able to go on negative. The collision object 2D. Collision object 2D. Wait, what? What? Node object. What? Canvas item. Node 2D. Object node. Canvas item node 2D. Collision object 2D. Transfer 2D. Why can't I? Following nodes. So it is a collision shape 2D. So why did it? The collision object 2D section just beneath the rigid body 2D section. Expand the collision group. On chip 1 inside the mask. Collide with each other. Physics layer is collision body object 2D scan. Objects can scan one or more of 32 different layers. Object A can detect and contact with object B only if object B is in any of the layers that object A scans. Oh, that's really good. And what's the difference with the layer? Collision objects can exist in one or more of 32 different layers. Okay. See also collision mask. Oh, so it's decoupled. Okay. So it won't scan for collision collision layer 1, but it will exist in collision layer. Oh, because we need to collide with it. We need to collide with it. So we check for collision layer 1. We can exist in layer 1 as well. Oh, fuck, that's good. That's smart. Animate is part 2D like you did for the flyer. This time we have 3 animations: fly, swim, and walk. Okay. Animate is part 2D. What's this? Sprite my frame. Shape. Okay, don't worry. We'll take care of that. Animate is part 2D. Sprite frames, new frames. Oh. New sprite frames. Enemy. Okay, so I guess I need flying. Swimming. Swimming. And wall. Dude. Walking. Fly. Swim. Walk. Okay, good. Swing, fly, walk. Cool. Animations. Okay, hold on. Swing, 1, 2, fly, 1, 2. The animation speed property has to be set for each individual animation. Just do it for all 3 animations. Can I do it right? Okay. Speed scale 3. Oh. Oh. Why can't that? There's a play animation button on the right. That's kind of funny. We select one of these animations randomly, select the mouse and have some variety. These mob images need to be scaled down. Scale 0.75. Go here. No. Cool. Cool. As in the player scene, add the capsule shape 2D for the collision. How did I do that? Do that again. Okay. Collision shape 2D. Capsule shape. Wait, I need to rotate it. Cool. Ungroup this. This. No. Dude. Dude. What? Okay. That seems centered. Why is it in front, dude? I think this is fair, right? I think this is fair. Should be good. Now we can group them again. Great. Let's see. Okay, I could have done it from here. How? Transform rotation. Okay. Save this. Save mob, of course, because the root node is mob. Okay. Add the script to the mob. Yes. Extends rigid body 2D. Look at the rest of the script in ready. We play the animation. Randomly choose one of the 3 animation types. Of course. Wait, let me try to do that. So array. So that's how you declare an array of animated sprite 2D dot sprite frames dot get names. Why didn't I get the auto completion there? Dot animation equals mob types that pick random. Yo, the guys who do this are so smart. Animation equals mob types dot pick random. Play. What? Animated sprite 2D. That's smart. First, you get the list of animation names from the animated sprite 2D sprite frames property. This returns an array containing all three animation names: walk, swing, fly. Of course, with array pick random method, select one of these names at random. Meanwhile, 0 or 2, I select this name. GD randy selects the random integer between 1 and 0 and n minus 1. Okay. Finally, we call play to start playing the chosen animation. Last piece is to make the mobs lead themselves when they leave the screen. Oh, when it leaves the screen, of course. Dude, this guy was smart. What the fuck? Connects. When it leaves the screen, Q free to delete it. Okay. Use this node to be deleted at the end of the current frame. When deleted, all of its children will be deleted as well. When all references to the node and its children become invalid. Okay. Unlike object.free, the node is not deleted instantly. It can still be accessed before deletion. Q free multiple times. Object is queued for deletion. The node will only be freed after all deferred calls are finished. So using this method is not always the same as calling object free through object.call deferred. Is ancestor over. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Okay. If the player and enemy is ready, in the next part we bring them together in the new scene. We'll make enemies spawn randomly around the game board and move forward, turning our project into a playable game. Do I still have the hide? Okay, enemies there. Cool. The main game scene. Now it's time to bring everything we did together into a playable game scene. Create a new scene and add a node named main. What is it? What type of node is it? No, the reason we are using node instead of node 2D. Cool, good to know. So it's just node. Okay. Because this node will be the container for handling game logic. It does not require 2D functionality itself. But isn't node 2D just Doesn't Node 2D inherit from Node through canvas item? So in that sense, Node has the 2D functionality, no? Oh, maybe not actually. I'm stupid. Yeah, it's the other way around. Node 2D adds on to the base Node class, which is just stripped down version of. Oh, yeah. I had it backward. So this is main. Cool. Main scene. Now add the following nodes as children of main and name them as shown. Timer, another timer for the score timer, start timer, and a marker 2D. So we have 3 timers. So like that. 3 timers. The first one is mob timer. Second one is score timer, and the last one is start timer. Then we add a marker 2D. What is this? Generate 2D position hint for editing. Just like a plain Node 2D, but it displays as a cross in your 2D editor at all times. You can set the cross. Oh, this is really cool. Using the gizmo in the 2D editor while the node is selected. Marker 2D. Start position. Oh, wrong key. Alright, cool. Set the wait time property of each timer's node as follows. Values are in seconds. So for the mob, 0.5. For the score, it's 1, and for the timer, it's 2. In addition, set the one-shot property of stop timer to on, so it's okay. So it goes 1 per position of the start position node. Position. What's that position? So 240, 450. That's not the middle, is it? Is it the middle? Did I make 450? Yeah, that's not the middle. 240 is it's middle horizontally, but on the y-axis it's actually a lot down. Is that down? Like offsetted downwards? What? Yeah, like a lot down. I don't know, actually not a lot. It's slightly offsetted down. Right? No, it's a lot down. Yeah. No, actually, it's not a lot down. Okay, I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I'm stupid when I get there eventually. Hopefully. So, spawning mobs. The main node will be spawning new mobs. You want them to appear at random location on the edge of the screen. Click the main node in the scene dock. Add a child path to the node named mob path. You will see some new buttons at the top of the editor. Okay, so path 2D. Path follow to the nodes to follow. You can have path follow to the child nodes moving along the curve 2D. 2D for more information on usage. The path is considered as relative to the moved nodes. Children of path follow 2D. As such, the curve should usually start with a zero vector. I have no idea what it means. Select the middle one. Add points. And draw the path by clicking to add the points at the corners shown. Okay, so the edges of the screen essentially. These options can be found in the left of the lock button. Magnet. Oh. Shown. To have the point snap to the grid, make sure you use grid snap and use smart snap when both selected. Grid snap, smart snap. Okay. These options can be found left of the lock button. As a magnet next to some dots intersecting lines respectively. Clockwise order, where your mobs will spawn out, pointing outwards instead of inwards. I need to connect it onto itself, like back onto itself. Are they on macOS? macOS? Close curve. 8.4 in the close curve and complete. Now that the path is defined, add the path follow to the as the child and mob path follow to the mob spawn location. Allow mob spawn location. This building automatically rotates and follow the path as it moves. This is like a random position and direction along the path. Would they be spawning just in a sequential rotating order? I guess. Things should look like this. Wait, they said to add the player? Click the instance button. Instantiate child scene. Instantiate a scene file. It's an inherited scene if no root node exists. I guess that's good. Add a script to main. At the top of the script, we use export var mob scene packed scene. What? Can I get some explanations on that? That's crazy. Okay. Export var mob scene packed scene, an abstraction of a serialized scene, a simplified interface to a scene file, provides access to operations and checks that can be performed on the scene resource itself. Can be used to save a node to a file. What? Saved on itself. What? That's really cool. Alright. I don't understand. Okay. Var scene equals preload. Fuck is preload? Dot instantiate. Load instead of preload if a patch isn't known at add the child node as a child of the node the script is attached to. So sorry for the noise I'm watching. Create the object. I don't get this. I guess I'll need to. Yeah, that sounds right. Var score. So create a variable for the score tree domain node and we see the mob scene property. Mob. The instance of players seen on the main. On the hit. Yeah, you should service on that and double click the hit signal on this. Connect. New function name game over. Connect to main. So the receiver method will be game over, right? Which will handle what needs to happen when the game ends. Receiver method box at the bottom of the signal connection. I really need to start finishing reading before. Connect. You are aiming to have hit signal emitted from the player. And script the following code to the new function. New game function that will set everything up for the new game. Game over. Also, we need a new game. Let's go stop the timer and both timers. Okay. New game and we start. Yeah. Play here. Starts. What do you mean play that starts? Play doesn't have a start function. Wait, what am I doing? Okay, this is right. Yeah. Play doesn't have a start function, does it? Process ready. Starts. Does. Position equals POS. Show. So on a new game, we set the score to 0. Player that starts. Position. The start position is a variable here. It's just position. Where does start position come from? No, we did make a start position thing, didn't we? Oh, it's the node, the child node of the, where is it? It's start position, that position. So it will set the pull. Why is this worded like this? Oh, this is the position of the start position, and starts when the player takes the, yeah, P or something. Takes the position. Why don't we just call this position? Oh, because positions. Ooh. Okay, I get it. Then we start timer. Makes sense. It actually makes sense. Wait, what are the errors here? What is the issue? Delta is never used in function process. Okay. Now we connect timeout signal for each timer to the main screen. For each of the 3 timers, select the timer in the scene dock. When the signal step of the node, we'll click timeout signal and against this will open a new signal. Default setting should be fine. So select connect critical signal connection. Once all 3 timers have this setup, you should be able to see each timer have a signal connection for the respective timeout signal. Signal step, yes. Signal step? There's a signal step? What? There's a signal step? I read this. Oh, so it's just node. Okay. So they call this. Again, okay. Alright, so it's this. Alright. On mob timer timeouts, go timer timeout. Now we define. For below the start timer, we start the other two timers and start score time. We'll increment the score by 1. Okay. This is every second. Every second. You get 1 score per second. I'll make this faster. It doesn't sound good. Let's do 0.2. 0.3 seconds? How does 0.3 seconds sound? That's probably something like that, like, right? Tick, visualizing. Wait, how can I call this? Beats? Yeah, okay, whatever, dude. Whatever. You know what? Actually, you know what? I need to start learning. So if I want to visualize a tick of 0.3 seconds, I mean the timer that ticks every 0.3 seconds, you know what I'll do? I'll make one. I will make one. Let's add a timer to the player. The timer 0.3 seconds, right? Now, timer reaches the end. On timeout, right? Let's do that work. Oh, how does that look? I mean, this is twice as slow to really visualize it. I think I need to 0.15. So every blink is a new point. How does that look? That's good. Actually, maybe even slightly faster would be better. Let me do main score timer. Okay. Okay, we need to do the node timeouts, score timeouts, and start timer timeout. And the idea start timer, start the other two timers. That's score timer. Increment the score by 1. Func on score timer timeout. This is in main then, right? Of course they go to main. Oh, that's so good. Okay. That's, okay. So score timer timeout. Score plus equals 1. Of course. And then we can add something that the closer the player is to an enemy, the more the score, the faster the score grows, right? So you can't just play it safe. I mean, you can, but you won't make a lot of points. On start timer timeout. On start timer timeout. Set mob we start the mob timer. And we start the score timer. So we'll create a mob instance. Oh, this is essentially the spawn rate. 0.5 seconds. The mob instance, pick a random starting location among the path 2D and set the mob in motion. The path follow 2D node will automatically rotate. So we'll use that to select the mob's direction as well as its position. 150 and 250. How fast each mob will move. Okay. Note that a new instance must be added to the scene using add child. Yeah, on mob timer timeout. Okay. Var mob equals new instance. Okay. Mob scene dot instantiate. Then var mob spawn location equals path of spawn location. Wait, what was different between these mob? What was different between these two again? Oh, mob path is like Actually, no. What? What? Why did I do this again? Pass to the path for. Okay. 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 Good. I get it now. Cool. Spawn location. Cool. Log. Spawn location. Dot progress ratio. Random flows. Progress ratio. The distance along the path has a number in the range 0 for the first vertex and last. This is just another way of expressing the progress within the path. Can be set to or only if the path followed 2D is the child of a path 2D, which is part of the seed tree that is path 2D curved with a non-zero length. It does. Otherwise, okay, this actually makes sense. Otherwise, trying to set it will create an error. Yeah, that actually makes sense. Okay, cool. Float of spawn location progress ratio equals floats. Should we clamp it to between 0 and 1? Okay, never mind. I figured it would do that. Set the mouse position to the random location, so mob that position equals mob spawn location. That position. That progress ratio. So first we get that point, and I guess there's a lot of more stuff that you can get. So here we just set the progress ratio, so where it is, but that progress ratio contains a lot of stuff. I mean, it returns a lot of stuff, right? Wait, what does it return? Never mind. It doesn't return anything. Yeah, but we could. Yeah, we could, for example, get the offset. It would be 0 actually. Perpendicular. Okay. Yeah, it would be 0. Okay. Okay. I get it. I think I get it. So then what we do? Direction equals what? What was that? Direction equals rotation plus pi divided by 2. What? Plus pi divided by 2. Why not? Direction perpendicular to the path direction. So the path is going this way. We do plus pi. How the fuck does it? What? Question as the randomness of the direction. Direction plus equals random float range minus pi divided by 4 pi divided by 4. So cut it into 8 slices of a circle. Oh, rotation plus pi, and then we divide it by 2, and now we only got this range here. it would be this, exactly this, right? It's here. It's pointing this way. If we, his rotation is this. It's here, right? We do plus pi, plus 3.14, whatever. It's not a circle, it's just pi. What? Yeah, I was thinking of pi as in like 360, but no, pi is not 360, it's 3.1415, whatever, I don't know. How the what? How does that even work? It's pointing here to do plus pi plus 3.14. What is it's pointing like here now? It's not in degrees? What is it? I think I can't find out what it is. Radians relative to the node's parents, also global rotation. What is a radian? Respecting degrees. If you want to use degrees in a script, use rotation degrees. So what is a radian? What's a radian? Radian is a unit for measuring angles, defined as the angle created at the center by an arc with a length equal to the circle's radius. What? Oh shit. Full circle is 2 pi radians. Let me try to understand this. A unit for measuring angles. Okay, define as the angle created at the center so a radian is the angle. Oh, okay. Set of a circle by an arc with the length equal to the circle's rotation, radius. But a radian is the angle at the center. So why is the length of the arc even relevant here? Oh, one radian is the angle subtended by an arc that is equal to the length in length of the circle's radius. Oh, so what that means? That means we have this circle. We do this. Starts here. 1 radian is actually this. Oh fuck, that's so smart. Is it? How is it different than degrees? In that sense, a degree will always be 1 degree will always be equal to a specific radian value. No? Away from degrees of radian, pi divided by 1. Yeah. 1 radian is approximately equal to 57.3 radians. Okay, so I did understand it. Okay, cool. Just like apparently it's more precise in degrees. That's cool. Yeah, because it's derived directly from pi, I guess. Right? I guess. It doesn't matter. I understood. Cool. So now we have this is in radians. So it's 0. Then we do plus pi, which does a 180 degrees essentially, right? Divided by 2. Boom. So it's pointing like perpendicular to the path. Then direction plus equals random flow in range minus pi divided by 4. Okay, let's do with the positive first. Pi, which is 180 divided by 4. Well, that would mean we have our circle. Pi is this. This is positive. Pi is this. We divide that by 4. So it will be this. So the upper range of the floats will be here minus pi. What the fuck does that even do? Pi negative? So it will go back here? No, that's 2 pi. That's 2 pi, right? Then we divide it by 4. Do what? Okay. Choose the velocity for the map. Okay. Var velocity. The random too. Cool. Vector 2. The rotation doesn't. F in range from 150 to 50. What's the second? Why is velocity a vector? Range 150 to 50. The coordinates or any other pair of numeric values. Okay. Uses floating point coordinates by default. velocity, equal velocity dot rotated is the vector direction. Okay, so we are giving it okay, which is making it a vector too. Just so we could use a rotated linear velocity. Okay. And then we spawn a child mob. Oh my god. Any number of children, but every child must have a unique name. Node is deleted. So the entire scene can be removed by the next node. Name the node is renamed to its type. Second, a number is suffixed more appropriate. Okay. These two false. Oh, these nodes are examined by methods like children unless the parameter included in the internal is true and also prevents the nodes. Color picker. If node already has the parent, why pi? In functions requiring angle in radians, not degrees, pi represents a half turn in radians. Yes, but there is also tau, which is 2 times pi. You need to use deg to rad and rad to deg function. It's in the scene. New game called. It's working. Some user interface. That's not bad. Cool. Now we're in 20. 220, it'd be 920. Put this until, it'd be 1020. Put this until 11. That'll be 3 hours. That's a long time. Unless I take a break in the middle. I think I finished this and I might stop. Use a user interface to replace the score. Game over message and a restart button. Canvas layer. Cool. Two labels. A button. And a timer. This will be score. Label. This will be message. Start button. Message timer. Text field in the inspector. It is small. How do you set the fonts? What was it? Team override. Team override. Okay. 64. manually. For more precise placement, use anchor presets. This. Fill. No. What is centered? It's centered. Why is it not centering though? Center. Center. Score label at the text. 0. Center. Text. Dodge. Clips. Yo. Under control. Layout. Size X. This custom menu. Only rectangle. No, this is not it. Set control layout slash transform. Okay. Transform size X. That's what I did. Choose the anchor preset center. Right. I was just trying to make it work, bro. Alignment center. Top. Anchor preset. Center top. Then message. Dodge the grips. Consistent video history. What is that? In here. Center. Center. Put preset to center. There we go. I don't know what was wrong with it. Before the start button, start, control layout transform, control layout transform, size X to 200, size Y to 100, padding between the border, to add a little padding between the border and the text. Okay. Echo preset center button. Position Y. 580. The message time, set the wait time to 2. The one shot on. So we click, it waits 2 seconds. It waits 2 seconds. And boom, it goes. It goes, the timer goes if when 2 seconds are reached, it just vanishes. I mean, it doesn't vanish, but I don't know what happens to it, but it stops. Then this is the HUD, right? Okay. Touch script. Canvas layer. Signal starting. We have it. I guess. Start game. Display message temporarily. I shall get ready. Sure. So it's funk show message. Text. Message. Text equals text. Message. Show. Message. Timer. Start. Also need to process what happens when the player loses. The code load. Show game over for 2 seconds. Screen. And after a brief pause, show the start button. Code below will show game over for 2 seconds. Okay, so message that text equals inconsistent over start. That's not how you do it. Oh wait. Stage that text large good. Oh, this is message, of course. Show. Oh wait. Good. Wait. Timer. Okay, so we create a timer of 1 second and wait for the timeout. And then we show the start button. To pause for a brief time, alternating using a timer notice use the since tree create timer function. This can be very useful to add delays to the number of code. Button applicable to her to update the score. Okay. Func date score 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 label dot text equal score score as a string. Of course, the pressed signal of start button and the timeout signal of message timer to the HUD node. And the timeouts. Okay. Start button dot I start game mid. Cool. Let me hide the message. This is very smart. Now that we're done creating the HUD scene, go back to main instance. HUD scene main like you did the player scene. I should really have it here. switch. Velocity. Editing time. Oh, we're not done. Okay. Oops. Okay. Oh. Okay, so for now, I just want to do something real quick. Add a child node, timer, make this timer. Let's do it every 8 seconds. It's not auto start, not auto start. On new game. It's speed timer. Speed timer dot start. Starts this timer. And on the new mobs, velocity on the timeout. On mob speed timer timeout. Actually, this doesn't go here. Starts at 1. Speed multiplier equals 1. So this should work, right? So now it should speed up every 8 seconds. 6 for the first one. Oh yeah, they are getting faster, aren't they? Let me try it. And I keep getting this wrong. Starts. After 6 seconds, they should get like pretty damn fast. Oh yeah, it's working. Oh shit. 0.3, I think is pretty good. Let's try it again. Maybe I could make them maybe I could make them a bit smaller. In the player as well. Right? Player. No, it's animated sprites. Collision shapes on. No, it's not. Center. So I need to go back to the mobs. Oh, disable this. Collision shape. Should be fun, right? Yeah, they are getting faster. Yo, what the fuck? Dude, they get really fast. Holy. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, man. Why is the script thing not here? Keyboard shortcuts. Okay. Finishing up. We now complete the functionality of working below some remaining steps of use to improve the game experience. Ideas already did, dude. Already did. Default gray background is not very appealing. That's true. In color, one way to do this is use a color red. Don't make it not the main color. So the rectangle filled with a solid color. If you need to display it border alone, consider using a panel instead. Oh, this is the order of drawings. Tidy it up. Cool. Only has one property. Color. That's quite a lot. Choose the color you like and select layout. Preset full X. Okay. So I'll go with Opacity. Shoot. Background color. I don't know, something like this. This. Go presets. Full right. Covers the screen. Also add a background image if you have one. Texture background instead. Dude, can I put a video? Yes, by using animated sprites. This is fine. Background texture. Let's just do that. See what it comes up with. Void texture. This is actually fascinating what we come up with to describe void, right? Isn't it? It's really cool. Okay. This all sucks. Sound effect. Sound and music can be the single most effective way to add appeal to the game experience. We game art folder. We have two sound files. House in the Forest Loop, that OGG for background music, and Game Over That Wave. I have never seen OGG. I have never seen an OGG file in my life. Video and text? So it's not that great in terms of quality. Audio stream player? No, just children are playing. Audio stream player. Music. Sound. Stream properties. Select load. Okay, so music stream. Oh, that's cool. That's pretty cool. Music and sound will be okay. Cool. It's imported with loop set disabled. So for this we need loop and autoplay. Make unique. Click on the stream audio file arrow. Make unique. Click the stream file. Loop. Okay. Play the music. See that play. New game. Sure. Play. Game over. Let's play with keyboard control. This would be convenient if we could also start the game by pressing a key on the keyboard. We can do this with shortcut property of the button node. It's an input action for that. To map to the start button. Start. Then, I'll try to make a pause. Later. Yeah. Although pause doesn't really make sense for a game like this. Does it? Yo, there's so much stuff I could add. Start game, enter. Starts, obviously. Okay. Cool. Now would be a good time to add control support if you let's select the start button and find shortcut. On the HUD scene, start button, shortcut property. No shortcut. Put events. Action. Think. Yo, this is a lot. Okay. So we have shortcut which has an array of events. So we could have multiple shortcuts, multiple things. We added one shortcut, which is an input event key, input event action, because we made it. And the action is start game. It's actually 6. You got to make a player control characters, enemies that spawn randomly around the game board. Count the score, implement a game over, replay, use user interface, sound, and more. Congratulations, thank you. You still so much to learn. Appreciate what you achieved. I'll build in a second. When you're ready, you can move on to your first 3D game. It's going to create a complete 3D game from scratch, which is essentially the same game but like in 3D. Sharing the finished game with others. If you want people to try out your game without having to install Godot project for each operating system you want the game to be playable on, see export projects for instructions. PCK file, but the raw project file to a zip file and upload it to sharing website. Sorry. Okay, we'll have to read this. What time is it? How much? 2:04. It's 10 p.m. using it. And when our company started taking all projects at the same time, it became evident that this was a bottleneck on PC. PC with Godot is rather easy. Drop the Godot binary in the same directory as the code. Sure. Creating DLCs as extra package files, yo, that's sick. What? Yo, that is sick, dude. Let me bookmark that. On mobile. The same scenario mobile platforms is even worse, especially if the project on the device and memory for each platform is built and added to any project together with the game guide. So it means the developer must be familiarized with the SDK service. Service development key, server development, whatever. Each platform before even being able to export. Why would you use SDK as always? Encouraged. It can be frustrating to be forced to wait at undesired time. There else. Devices prefer some data in different formats to run. Compression. PC hardware uses S3TC. PC. Compression, and that has been standardized for more than a decade when format devices for ETC1 and ETC2 export menu of so many attempts for the best way. At the time of writing this, the was not supported yet, but the supported process continued to open the export menu, you click export button. So it's in project, export. The export menu will open, however it will become empty because we need to open export preset. Drop down list of platforms to choose from for an export preset. Default options are often enough to start. Many platforms require additional tools to be able to export additional components. To export templates installed to create packages. The export menu will complain when something is missing or will not allow the user to export from that platform until resolved. Then you expect it to come back to the documentation for instructions on how to properly set up the platform. The buttons at the bottom of the menu allow you to export the project in a few different ways. Export all, export project as playable below. Project data for all presets defined. All presets must have an export path defined for this to work. Export project. Okay. Export the project as a playable build for the selected preset. Zip. Put the use as a PCK or zip package is not a playable build. Don't export it. Not executable. Export templates. Apart from setting up the platform, the export templates must be installed to be able to export projects. They can be obtained as TPZ file, which is renamed zip archive, renamed zip archive. Go to the website. Once downloaded, it can be installed using the install export templates option in the editor. Export templates. Why isn't this included? Everyone will export a template at some point, right? Because it makes the download pretty fucking big. I mean, that's fine, I guess. Yeah, I guess not everyone wants to do this. Or wants to do it this way. It's in the editor. Manage export templates. Man, I don't need to do that. It's right here. What the fuck? They did say. They did say that this is not up to date, right? Yeah, they did. the files to export and then creates the package. There are three different modes for export. Export all resources in the project, export selected scenes and dependencies, export selected resources and dependencies. What does all resources mean? It means everything. Okay. So resource in the project export resource in the project selected scenes. Scenes are resources in the project. You have to select every scene or resource you want to export. So what happens if you use export selected resources or scenes, but then what you exported is dependent? Independency. Okay, yeah, they thought about that. Crashing. Yeah. Fallen, so it's fine. Project, export. Let's do Windows Desktop. Resources check below. What it says, yep. Except for what you select in the list. Export as dedicated. So remove all visuals from the project and replace them with placeholder. Placeholder. Cube map, array, material, mesh, texture, 2D, 3D, texture, 3D, texture, 3D. You can also go into the list of files and specify specific visual resources you wish to keep. Files and folders whose name begins with period will never be included in the exported project. This is done to prevent version control folders like Git from including exported PCK file. Great. Below the list of resources are two filters that can be set up. The first allows below the list of resources are two filters that can be set up. Filter. No resource files such as text, JSON, or CSV to be exported with the project. Second filter. To export no resource files and folders. Every file of a certain type without manually deselecting everyone. Okay, cool. Configuration files. The export configuration is stored in two files that can be found in preset. Right, export preset CFG contains the vast majority of the export configuration. So there is nothing in here that you would normally have to keep secret. Okay. Export credentials. Export options that are considered confidential, like passwords and encryption keys, that should generally not be committed to version control or shared with others unless you know exactly what you're doing. Since the credential files usually get out of version control system, some export options will be missing if you clone the project to a new machine. The file manually from the old location to the new one. Exporting from the command line in production is useful to automate builds. Export release, Windows Desktop, thumbnail that exists in there's a preset called Windows Desktop runnable, and the template can be found. Okay. Output path is relative to the project's path or absolute. It does not respect directly the command was invoked from. Okay. Output file extension should match the one used by Godot.exe, or zip the DMG when exporting from Mac. Okay, so you can't export that DMG with from Windows or Linux. Any extensions including none. It's pretty fucking cool. x86 64 is used for 64 bits, x86 binaries, 5 Android and iOS. Only the PCK zip file in a single exporting main pack. Multiple Godot accessible. So the export preset name must be still be specified in command line. Export release flag with the path flag so that you do not need to cd to the project folder before running the command. Ah. Downside is the default recommended format for most use cases, but you may want to use a zip archive instead depending on your needs. First format, larger file size, faster to read write. That's great. What about using tools that only present to the user operators, even though they're not third-party tools, so extract and create PCK files. Smaller format, slower to read write, but you have to decompress and readable and writable using tools on the present. Okay, fine, so now towards the project. The exported binary using a zip file as a background. The export binary will not try to use automatically. Therefore, you have to create a larger script that the player can double click or run from. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense. My project, that's it. For the binary, Linux machine, give the executable permission. Cool. Great. PCK, no. Export console wrapper. Sure, console wrapper executable and exported alongside the main execution, also running the project with enable console output. No. This is cool for like Easter eggs and stuff. For Easter eggs, this is actually pretty fucking cool, dude. That's nice, but not face enough. Architecture x86-64. Yo, I could send this to my little brother, bro. That's sick. Yeah, PC format, shader baker. True, should be compiled and embedded in the application. It's only supported when user 4 plus. Yeah. If true, for me, icon and metadata values, but will be set according to the other application values. Icon. I'll use that. Console wrapper icon. I'm not exporting it. 1.0. No. Company name. The greatest games company studio ever. The greatest indie game studio ever. Product name. Greatest first. The greatest one. Yeah, that's pretty good. Dodge the Crips, yo. Copyright. Me. Trademarks. Me. Patches. Features. Encryption. Desktop. Can I? Will it delete all this? If I... Oh, Gypsy, let's go. Let's do some project settings. Wood splash. Godot. Mouse cursor. Get something that's in theme. Sure. That's alright. This one is good. This one is really good. This one is really good. No? Hello. What? Shitty ass. Custom cursor PG. Let's find a nice one. This is alright. I want something a bit goofy. Actually want a hand, but I'm open to anything else. I'm open to the idea. This, the fact that this one is nicer than the fact that this is from the left. This one is actually nice. 128. Okay, never mind. I'll take attribution required. What is this? That's fine. I think that's fine. I think that's fair. Hell no. Environment. There's a smaller. Wait. Big image. Smaller online. Simple image resize. This is exactly what I need. Is this 128 by 128? Anyway, regardless, I want it about 1/3. Oh, I need to remove this. This actually looks really stupid. Put splash. This actually looks really stupid. In that case, download. Let's compare. It should size it right. Let's try it. We go here, project settings, go to mouse cursor, 33. It should make it smaller, right? Right. Yeah, that's perfect, dude. What the fuck? Yo, what the fuck? That's pretty cool. Okay. Export. Did it save everything? Seems like it did. Export project. Sure. King shaders. Actually, I can close this. I can delete this. And come here. Godot. Dodge the creeps. Why is it needing a PCK? It's right here. Yo, that's slow. What the fuck? Wait, it does recognize it as a game. Wait, no, I'm curious. Can I see my frame rate? Maybe 150, 144 because. Oh, because I'm streaming. Okay, okay. I was about to say, like, what? That's ridiculous. 7%. I know my CPU is kind of trash, but 7%, dude? 270 megabytes? Is that what it is? Should be right. Roughly right. 250, 240, I don't know. Is that what it is? That's a lot. What the fuck? That's a lot. This is unacceptable. I will not settle for this. I want needing the PCK file in the same directory. Like what? No, make it one single executable. Advanced option. Debug release. 'Cause I did put MSA 4X on this little game, so I really wanted it to look good. Export angle. D3, D12. But the PCK file. Add functionality. Yes, that's good, but for the base game, you shouldn't need it. You shouldn't need that. I don't think you should. 2 hours 34. That's fine. Oh, this is not good. Of course. How? I need to kill Godot. Godot. Where is it? Of course you're not doing it. Of course you're not doing anything, right? Because you're where is it? Did it rename itself? HUD that thing? Oh, where the fuck is it? What? Yes, thank you. Gee, okay. I will kill Godot. How do I export dodge the creeps? How do I export with embedded PCK then? I think that's what I want. weird way to export, isn't it? Oh, embed PCK. I read this as enable PCK the first time, so I had it backwards. Okay, now it should work, right? Yes, override it. Overwrite it. Okay, embed PCK. I read enable PCK. All right, this should be good now. Godot. Let's see. Touch the clips, yo. Let's go, dude. Bruno, the greatest one. Touch the clips, yo. Uh, me. 96 megabytes. Me. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude. Touch the creeps, yo. I press F8. Let me try. Let's try Vision OS. I guess Linux. How do you export for Chrome OS? Do you choose Linux or Android? I guess it's an Android, right? Compression, yes. Wow, there's so many options for Android. Okay. Uh, I'll do that now, actually. Sport. Delete. Could try it on my phone. I didn't set up the controls for mobile though. It's good. I really want to do the 3D one. Now, how do I move here? Gee. Yo, that's really nice. Oh, it's okay. It's not going in the plane because there is no plane. Yeah, of course. I really like. I really like Godot interface though. I'm not gonna lie. I really do. This is a beauty, dude. It's so smooth too. Like what? Yeah, I love it. I love it. Alright, cool. Nice game, dude. Nice game. Close it. Done. And I will need to do that tomorrow for 3D game. Score replay, character animation. Okay. think I will. 2 hours 42. It's fine. I think. Um, I think I will go and play some. Uh, I was about to say I would play some. Dude, what is the game called again? Lies of P. But I have a boss ahead of me. I really don't feel like fighting it now. Do some backups. Phasmophobia is nice, but my mic is so bad now, and I don't even have a headset. So I mean, I do have one, but it's like I don't want to use it. It's a bit broken. Stalker, Clear Sky. Could play some Stalker. Could play some Stalker. Hmm. Sniper to nah, not really. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Oh, this is bugged.
They keep moving.
This is but what does this button even do, dude? Off, on. Autoplay videos. Oh, that's nice. It should scroll. One or more add-on updates are available. Settings and config. Sure. Yes. What should I play? What should I play? Play some Dodge the Crips, yeah? What the fuck? I should add that. Okay. To add to game. We'll put that right underneath it. Pause game when window loses focus. Right. I think that's a good thing. For a game like this, I think it's a good thing. Which means I need to pause, man. Or at least when you click back on it, it restarts automatically. Yeah, I think that's better actually. So you can't really pause, you can't cheat. I mean, you can. You can actually. Just open this beforehand, set it to the side, open the game, start playing, and alt tab ready. Oh, I'm about to lose. Bam, alt tab. Yeah, it's paused, and then you come back, right? It's whatever. It's whatever, man. What should I play? I still want to play a little bit, and then I'll go to sleep. But what? I don't want to play Lies of P. I don't want to play Apex. Once Human is such a great game, but it's so confusing. The servers thing with the uh multiple worlds thing, and then it resets. It's just, oh, but the theme, the visuals, and supposedly the story, the lore is so great. Or it's, the lore seems great. I don't know the lore, but the theme and visuals they went with is so great, dude. It's such an inviting game. Why is my PC always crashing? What? Okay, what are we playing? I don't want to play Lies of P, dude. Not now, I'm tired. I'm sorry, man. I don't want to play Lies of P. We don't want to play a game. Black Ops is nice. I would play Black Ops, but there's no one. There's no one playing. I'll figure out something to play and start another stream.